first 15 minutes of my recording was muted on the part of the game, so I'm gonna give a small recap while the thing that happens before the end of the previous video and happens during the closing of the game by the game itself. Went back, repeat, back to the cabin, didn't talk much to the princess. We took the blade because I had no choice. What else? Yeah, I couldn't click on save the princess like I did for getting the prisoner route. So I guess in this one will happen is she thinks she's superior and we go to the tower route, and that's what's happening. Also, while I'm here, I would like to ask if there's a possibility if people want to see more of the game from my perspective. Yeah, the joke on perspectives, because we give perspectives to perspective from Mount or whatever. But I haven't been recording more of this after these 5 princesses that I've gathered for one particular ending. So if you want more, tell me, or if not, I might, if there aren't enough videos to go through the daily schedule. They're now 2 weeks, and I might record more. But if there is interest, I have more of an incentive to do it, because right now I'm doing a Kirby Chronothon. Yes, you heard me right. Playing every Kirby game. Okay, but that's all of it. Enjoy the rest, and I'll just skip to the part where there's game audio. Thank you. I'm glad I noticed it. That there was no audio. Like, I'm glad I double check every time I do shit.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
We all missed the ringing sound, her talking, and all that stuff.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Oh boy.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
It can't just end like this, right?
Yeah, it will.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower. Holy boy, the tower. So safe. We'll double check once again. There's audio. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Liar.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
The broken.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you, and why should I bother doing anything?
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
Pointless.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Oh, what's the
What do you
point of
mean?
doing
Of
anything?
course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
We will know.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
The chapter is called The Tower, but it's still a cabin.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
So I do have to pledge myself to her.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
So I'm gonna rescue her.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceed into the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And a ladder.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
So this is why it's called the Tower. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's nothing else in there.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Wow. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Do I need a Toby eye tracker to show you that there's a mirror where I'm looking at? This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
I want to see if I'm now just a spirit or still a walking skeleton. It's under the base, another blade.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
Yes.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Yes, we don't have a skeptic with us. I can go without a blade. Let's go. I can go bladeless. Yes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Sounds peaceful.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
She sounds two-faced.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
Nah, I'm fine.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Why is she chained? She looks so mighty.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Oh. Choices. I said I would pledge to her. I kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
So if you didn't tell her, then she would have been different.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Let's see. Ooh. I have some choices. What do you have me do? What do you have planned? Especially because on the road doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Okay. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
Sorry.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily, but that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Sorry.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
If I ask her one more thing, she's gonna be pissed. Well, I said, let's follow the voice of the broken who has pledged ourselves. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
I'm just choosing stuff.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Those hands on the glass frame over there. It's like quiet.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh!
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
She can hear him. What the hell?
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
What the fuck? Wait. So many fourth wall breaks, I swear to God.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Okay. What if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please, don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good. Good, yes. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Okay.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Pledge your loyalty to your better. Bye-bye. This is the last one. But you do not take her hands. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking... I don't want to look at us.
I'll see you on the other side. It's the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror will always make them leave, but you need to see what's in it. There's nothing. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Ah! Aye! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Holy fuck, he's a big monster. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Okay, let's... And what is my true identity?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I am quiet? How am I supposed to rid the world of death?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
Why would you want to rid the world of death? Huh? People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know that what you want me to do to them? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. The way I see her is how she changes.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
True. If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her?
Of course there won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Fuck. So many questions! What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. Until then, the clock ticks on.
I'm out of questions? You think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. I brought the tower to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Ooh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
What the heck is this orgy pile?
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I am the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Isn't that how a god is? It always asks what's next and never does something.
When the
I
echo
think-
spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Oh boy. Hey, the princess. No, explore. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Well, I'm not...
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark.
God damn it!
when I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new
The
creation.
tower should not have ever existed.
Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
Oh boy. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here.
But you mistake the lecture as merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Fuck. Stop the fight early and surrender? I can do that? Huh. Fuck! I hate these choices. Wait, I can explore. The rest is Vessel's statement directly. But that will not explore. Continue to reject her authority. You use all these pretentious metaphors and pretend you're making grand proclamations about who I am and who you are. But really, you aren't saying much of anything.
If my words feel meaningless, it's because words are meaningless. If it feels as though I lecture you from above, it is merely because you have refused to climb after me and find where you belong.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and you had questions in need of answers. And in the cold starlight you found them. Fear reflected in the eyes of that which terrified you.
Even the cruelest of monsters are not unworthy of sympathy. Within me, nothing is beyond redemption. Together we dug through hell, and together we found our freedom.
I want to explore this. Oh. Oh, okay. Without you, there's no need for redemption.
Then without me, there is only eternal damnation.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
What? The change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Would you like to see what you might become tomorrow? Fuck! I hate these choices. I don't know what to choose. There are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see?
More than either of us can possibly imagine. If you would only open yourself to the totality of existence.
I would not like the final.
Your love ray tried to stake into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth, then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
My thoughts alone are enough to reduce you into nothing.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
God damn it! Sorry.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Three of them are Slater Princess. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Hero! Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But we don't have to get into all that. I'm here now. That's what matters.
Why doesn't it remember that?
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
What? The cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
God, I see so many bodies.
Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for old time's sakes.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
He recognized that I kept saying to not get the blade. I like that. So just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Oh, because I fucked up? Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Damn. It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
He was evil, or a piece of shit, but he did kept the flow in it, so yeah. Let's take the blades, we can't be sure now.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
True, yeah. But not getting the blade changed her, so the perspective changed. Let's go!
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
The damsel.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. I'm sorry. Just slay. Okay, I don't wanna say that. Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
I don't want to be a god.
I don't think I want that either.
What are we going to do?
Maybe this doesn't have to end just yet. Maybe there never even has to be an ending.
Looping, huh?
I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do.
True, our perspective changes every time we think of her differently, depending on how she acts.
So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget.
But it's looping.
Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I don't know. Well, to forget you, we're going to find ourselves back here eventually. Talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? Create our plan. Will resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know that things will end worse? What if when I make my way back here I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen. Because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
But how do you know that? We'd have to decide to do this every single time. Forever. Eventually something is going to be different.
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you.
Huh?
And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
God damn it! Damn it, she got rid of my choice. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay then. Then let's do it. Okay, then let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
Ah! It still hurts. Back to where we are. I'll just put this here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The difference? If you consider that, maybe I'm okay with the world ending. I'm special. Just go. Listen. At the end of that path is a cabin. You're on a path in the woods. Okay, so we went through an ending, it seems. The ending where we just do it again. Oh god, man. No, that was the same. Memories. I see. Juke combat, dub forces, softness, corner turns to viciousness. Bring one hand while consuming the other. Huh. So if I click on one. Oh. Leave it her, slay her. Where's the damsel? Oh, was that the damsel one? Unquestioning commitment to the other. Damn. Can't know someone you never met. She see through her eyes at the end of everything. Damn, she bitch. Pliable heart. A gentle heart. Wait, they all give different hearts? I don't like much of this. Cunning heart. You've been here before. Wait, if I click on one. Oh, these are just the concept thingies. They're cool. Get swallowed up by the beast. Make your way to her heart and end this. Free her. See through her eyes at the end of everything. A cunning heart. Yeah, I got her heart. I got that one's heart. A ravenous heart. Been here before. You've been here before. You've been here before. Now you're here again, whole. A clever heart. You've been here before, now you're here again, but this time without a hat. Oh. Wait, so if you kill or save her, you get a different thing. And the thing I did was always saving her and never killing her. For fuck's sake, an overwhelming heart. You've been here before. Well, I never got that one. Because that was the end. The end of everything was different. Finish the game, finish the game. God. Just look at this. Look at this. So the next question will be, am I gonna go through all of it? Or am I happy with this? The end is never the end, is never the end. Since your beginning, Slater wants to know. Defeat her without any outside help, but then offer her grace. Oh. The one would ever swear without any outside help, so without our friends. Go back to where it all started. Find your freedom as gods forever. Return to your beginning and slay her once and for all. Leave with her at the end of everything. Go back to where it all started. You always were a bit of a contrarian, weren't you? You don't think there's a way for us to leave, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new will experience together. Return to your strange beginning and slay her once and for all. Fruits of your labor, a world free from death. And those damn both of you to an incomplete existence. Narrator though. Yeah, he's a monster. Ah. Find a nightmare. So which one's it? Find is a princess. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Find a tower. Find the damsel. The tower is always first. Find the nightmare. Find the prisoner. Find the witch. Find the beast. Find the other side, the stranger. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. Everything will be so easy if you just do exactly as I say, as quickly as you can. Is that like the one where I just leave or something? Oh god. I like it though. So many things to see and I want to see it all.